Thank you for being so quiet so quickly. I'm Dan Twining, I'm president of IRI. Welcome to this celebration of freedom. Your generous support makes it possible for us to help partners all over the world pursue their democratic destiny. Democracy is not a Republican or Democratic Party ideal, it's an American ideal. We are very grateful to our many friends in Congress, our friends at USAID, the State Department, the National Endowment for Democracy, for their support for IRI and our sister organization, the National Democratic Institute. I'd like to send a very big thanks to our dinner chairs, Judy Black, Alec Poinevin, and Tim McCone, as well as our wonderful dinner host committee for bringing us together tonight. This has been a big year of change for IRI. We lost our 25-year chairman, Senator John McCain. There was no greater champion of freedom and no greater foe of tyrants. His spirit lives on in the work IRI does in some 90 countries around the world to help citizens secure their right to liberty. It's quite a legacy that he leaves us. We also mourn the loss of President George H.W. Bush, who left behind a Europe whole and free. He received IRI's Freedom Award at an event just like this in 2014. In testament to his commitment to IRI, one of Senator McCain's last acts was to ensure an orderly changing of the guard on our board. You'll hear more from our new chairman, Senator Dan Sullivan, in just a minute, and you will see why we are so lucky to have his leadership. Tonight marks the unveiling of our John McCain Freedom Award, as well as our McCain Fellowship for Freedom. Both honor the spirit and legacy of our former chairman. The McCain Fellowship will help rising leaders promote political and economic freedom in their countries with the help of digital technologies. We're very grateful to Amazon Web Services for seed funding this initiative. Thank you, Shannon Kellogg and colleagues, for your support. I don't have to tell this audience that the work IRI does is vital to creating the conditions for a more secure, stable, and peaceful and prosperous world. America cannot be safe when hostile autocracies are on the march, desperate people flee broken societies to come to our shores, and violent extremists flourish in ungoverned spaces. Our IRI programs to counter malign foreign influence, promote responsive governance, empower women and youth, enhance citizen security, and support free elections is strategic for America. And it's in demand around the world, including in unlikely places like Venezuela and Sudan, where people are fighting right now as I speak for the rights that so many of us take for granted. In 2011, Egyptian security forces raided the offices of IRI and our sister organizations. 14 IRI employees were part of a larger number who were convicted on spurious, politically motivated charges. Our great supporters in Congress, including Senator Lindsey Graham and Congresswoman Kay Granger, relentlessly highlighted this injustice to Egyptian officials. I'm happy to say that after 7 years, all parties were recently exonerated in court, and our Egyptian lawyer, Mr. Ali Shalakani, is here with us, and we'd like to thank you and your firm for standing with us in the pursuit of justice. We have an incredible program for you this evening. Ambassador Carlos Vecchio will accept the Freedom Award on behalf of the Venezuelan people who are struggling so admiringly to end a dictatorship. We'll honor Cindy McCain for her extraordinary work to end the scourge of human trafficking. We'll honor Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell for more than 30 years of support in the Senate and leadership for democracy building around the world, and he'll be with us in just a few minutes. In addition, Chairman Sullivan and Senator Mitt Romney will share their vision for the urgency of a more democratic world. Special Representative Elliott Abrams and Senator Rick Scott will honor the courage of the Venezuelan people. Lindsey Graham will remember his friend John McCain and receive the NED's Democracy Service Medal from NED Chairman Andy Card. And Senator Martha McSally will remind us why America must always lead with our values. We'll also hear from two special guests tonight. They include the brave Vladimir Kara-Murza, who was poisoned twice by the Kremlin for his advocacy of a free Russia. He's one of the men that Putin fears most. You will also meet the amazing Vitaly Klitschko, mayor of Kiev and former heavyweight boxing champion of the world. He stood with Senator McCain. He stood with Senator McCain in front of 1 million protesters in Ukraine's Maidan Square in 2013 as they fought to reclaim their democracy. As these freedom fighters will remind us, all people seek the dignity that comes with political liberty. Because our late chairman, John McCain, was deprived of his freedom in a Vietnamese prison, he understood this better than most. Our work carries on his legacy for a new generation.